Yeah, I just posted it. It's a
TikTok.
we're starting. Um,
Okay.
welcome. It's good to see so many faces today. What we're gonna do is we have our main movements are it's gonna be a squat today. We'll find variations that work for almost everybody humanly possible. We have we're gonna start with 3 times through 12 alternating Cossack squats, so lateral squat shapes, which we've done before, but we'll review again. We have 8 per side adductor stretches. So adductor is the inseam of your pants. Please don't pull a groin. It is not funny. Like it sounds funny until you do it, and then you're out for 8 weeks. So don't do it. It's a gentle stretch. Um, and then we have 6 per side alternating V-ups or tuck ups or your ab piece of choice. So you're repeating that 3 times. The next thing we're going to do is 5 sets of 5 per leg split squats. The rotation um, is an option, but it is certainly not a requirement. I know that rotation can be irritating for some people's knees. So we'll talk about what I mean by rotation. If that sounds scary, let's avoid it today. Um, After that, you're going to be superset that with 8 push-ups or sort of some sort of pressing shape. So we're sort of see how that feels. I want to adapt this so it feels strong, but I want a solid push. Right. And then we have 4 times through 12 Romanian deadlifts, 10 total plank rows or shoulder taps, and then 8 per side, side lying clamshells, which we've all done before. But again, I'll review those. So let's officially start and start with some cat cows or bird dogs, any additional PT, rehab, prehab things that work or you need.
So I'm just gonna show you on my shirt.
Tell your dog I say hi. I feel like Alex Golden needs that shirt too.
Everybody in my family's getting them for the holiday. That I decided like because it's a charity.
Oh,
So it's that we rate dogs and they sell merch and then they use the proceeds to pay for rescue dog surgeries. So
oh,
everybody's getting something that says that. So
Their CEO is a rescue dog that's
his
deaf.
name is Javier.
Same as Javier. He's so cute.
I missed the first part of that, Maxine. Is your foot okay to do stuff today?
See,
Okay. My body doth protest. Oh boy.
All I know is I'm doing 12, it's like 15 minutes of core work every day. Yes, it's a stupid challenge on my coach's team, but man, when I got in the pool the other day and started swimming, I was like, damn, they might be under my protective layer, but I got abs.
Yeah. A 6 pack, some people are genetically inclined to that body type.
Yeah.
And some people work stupid hard for it, but literally stupid hard. Like that's all they think about and that's all they do. And they can't go out and show it off because they're too busy dieting.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
I get like a 4-pack. I think it's more.
No, I agree. For me, I've tried it and it's not worth it for me. I won't speak for
Well,
anyone else.
I'll
Uh,
tell you what, when they really show up is when you're dehydrated. So it's like, oh,
well, exactly, right? So like it's a
that's
whole
that's not, yes, I know. That's when I'm like, oh, I look so good. And then I'm like, and you're not well. So
yeah. So you know how skinny is only a recent phenomenon, like in terms of like a body image. Being fat and plump was a sign of extra plethora more. You could eat more. You didn't have to be skinny. You didn't work hard. Your hands weren't like anyway, you don't have to be either. I'm just saying you don't have to be skinny. And also body type is a big factor. Like what's your also I have a whole rant on it, but we won't go there. It's too big
yeah.
of a can of worms. Your body's your body, and it's cool. Let's like it, shall we? So let's go ahead and talk about, let's just do some baseline, like two-footed squats. The feet can be turned out or forward. I'm not really worried about your foot position. I just want to check how your hips, knees, and ankles are feeling after our floor work. So wherever we are, there you go. And you can't see my feet, but get a nice comfortable squat stance. And then let's just get 5 to 10 squats. I'm not worried about how fast. Nice and slow is good. Just seeing how your body feels based on the temperature and the clothing everyone's wearing. It's I think Meg has the only well-insulated house
Oh, freaking
by necessity. Maybe Maxine, who knows? You can tell me. My house is not well insulated.
the garage is not insulated.
Yeah. I mean, my house is insulated, my windows aren't insulated, and my windows are 8 feet tall. So it doesn't, it negates everything else.
A little drafty.
It's not an old Victorian.
Yeah.
Yes, it's drafty. You bet. Okay, so we have 3 things today, right? We have our alternating Cossack squats, and that's just that's 12. I'm sorry, I wrote 12 per side. I meant 12 total. Okay, don't do 24 reps unless you want to. That is where we are in a wider stance. Okay, you may toe out or toe forward. I'm gonna set my hip back towards my fireplace or the wall behind me. Keep my foot planted. This foot can rotate up, although it doesn't need to. Come back to center. Right. You can have a weight here in hand if you feel inclined, but as I do this, my belly button is still over my foot, right? Not in front of and not behind. So either way, we're doing 12 alternating Cossack squats. Well, let's just start there, shall we? And we'll regroup. We'll do round 1 together. So if you need to keep your non-squatting leg with a slight knee bend because you don't like extending your knee, have a slight knee bend in that leg that's straight. That's an option. Still kind of initiating with the hip a little bit. The knee will shift forward eventually. Okay. This one you need the floor so you can use your eyeballs, and then we can all do this at your own pace. We have an adductor stretch. I'm going to show you head on, and then I'll show you from the side. So I'm in a tabletop position. I'm going to kick my leg out to the side. This may be it for some of you. Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, these guys. From the side, we have this. So tabletop here. Okay. That's what's happening. If I can do that, feel like, all right, that's not so bad. I feel pretty good, right? I'm pretty good here in this leg position. I'll go ahead and maybe perhaps rock backwards. So a little of this, maybe, perhaps, all right? If you like. Again, foot can be up or down. right? Foot up is more intense. Foot down is less intense, and a slight knee bend is okay. For anyone who's on the hypermobile side, a little knee bend is fine. 6 per leg, or maybe it's just a hold. Okay, maybe we're just holding that leg.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so we're being gentle with this.
Being gentle.
It'd be like a solid 3 out of 10 difficulty, right? If it's like a 6, 7, 8, 9, or makes you want to cry, let's find an alternative variation. Honestly, the Cossack squats might be your stretch for the day, if that's the case. Once you have 6 on one side, we'll go 6 on the other. So to the side. It's okay to recognize a difference per side. My left is definitely tighter. That's fine.
Coach, my oh yeah wasn't a pain. It was a this is a understretched area.
Yes.
This is something.
Oh, I see Elizabeth. Not Elizabeth? No. Yes.
She's alive down there. She's alive.
I just saw hair, so I wasn't sure which human it was. And then it was debatable. I was like, which one is it?
Harry's blurred, but I can see like a limb go every once in a while. All right. Oh God,
There she
the
is. There she is. She disappeared from the blob. Okay, so once you've had 6 per side on that, I said sorry, 8, whatever. I can't read my own programming. 6, let's say 6 to 8 reps, shall we? We have 6 alternating V-ups. So this is one where if you cannot touch your toes this way, this is not a happening. We can lift the shoulder and bend the knee. All right. And that means you're doing 12 total. If you don't like that, let's do 12 dead bugs. If you don't like that, let's do 12 sit-ups. I don't care. Pick 12 of something. Do that. If you want to do full-on V-ups, go for full-on V-ups by all means. Oh, what's that? Once you have your 12 total or 6 alternating, if you're doing the side-to-side variations of your V-ups and your tuck-ups, right? So either of those things. Let's go back to your Cossack squats. Adding weights, these are welcome, but it's more of an activation, waking up the body. So if that feels intense, ease it off. If you want intensity, add more. We'll know we've warmed up when Arisa takes her hood off and her sweatshirt off. We'll get there. Don't worry. We got you. We'll just have to start easy first. I get the impression, Maxine, you're more of a walking heater. Is that true?
I'm a walking here.
I'm assuming making assumptions here.
Yeah, normally.
Not
But it's
normal.
so cold that it's just, yeah.
Fair enough. Well, you seem to tolerate it. Arisa's like hood up. Here.
This is the difference between peri and postmenopausal. Thank you. Arisa, not to assume, but I think I know. So
That's all right. I'm sure everybody knows I'm very post.
I'm post as well, and I'll tell you what though, I can be cold, and the minute I start warming up, I get really hot really fast, and then I level out.
Yeah.
I sometimes am like more hot during the warm up than I am during the anything else.
I'm mostly just cold for now.
Yeah. I
Just
always
wait, sweet pie.
Until I'm not, and then I'm hot. So
Yeah.
welcome to perimenopause.
That's fun.
Oh, the joys. Chris.
I always ran
Um,
cold, and then I'd get hot really fast, and then really cold again. Yeah.
there are not this like hormonal treatments, but there's non-hormonal treatment ways to treat your symptoms. I don't know what they're off the top of my head because I don't memorize these things, but there's a book that Megan and I can happily recommend to you, and you can listen to it or read it. And it's great.
I love it, just in case I haven't yet read it. I have read quite the few. Oh God, it's the V-ups next. That's why I forgot, because I was mentally blocking them out.
Oh, your favorite thing in the whole wide world? You call them happy stars if that makes you feel any better.
Ugh.
I said if it makes you feel better. I didn't say it would. I said if. Right?
Are we doing this 3 times through?
Correct. Yeah, typically these activations are 3 times unless I say other, like unless I'm explicitly saying otherwise, but 3 is usually enough. We hope. That's the goal. If it's not enough, duly noted. Your range of motion on the Cossack squats is not set, meaning I'm not expecting a hip crease at parallel like I would, let's say, a squat with 2 feet. So just respect that hip, knee, and ankle, shoulder, back, oblique, whatever on that side. Let it dictate for you. And you should have a full foot contact on your squat leg. So no toes up, no heels up. Okay. Yeah.
Feel like you know what you're doing here with this Cossack squat and then adductor stretch combo here, baby.
I mean, perhaps I might be professional sometimes. I can't promise all of the time.
Man, I feel the combo. I feel the combo here.
Sometimes it's nice to use range of motion that you've gained. If you have, it's okay if you haven't gained any range of motion from the stretch. It also just feels nice. I think it feels nice.
It feels so good.
Marisa officially has this 1 layer off. We're doing okay.
Woo!
Good signs. My layers are staying on, for the record. There's a meme that I send to my other coach friends, and it's a group class, a generic group class. And they're all in like shorts and a t-shirt, and the coach is in full on like Inuit, just seal fluff. It's just like they're dressed like an Inuit basically. And it's not wrong. Let's put it that way. When I'm coaching a group class, I have 2 pairs of pants on. I have wool socks. I have tank top, a base layer, and a sweatshirt, and a vest, and a jacket. It's just silly. I imagine it's like coaching swim practice. Your swim coach is covered. It's like a little parka.
Oh, coaching swim practice is the coldest job in the world.
Oh, I believe you.
Coaching open water swim practice is even more so. Because people be like, why are you wearing a wetsuit? I'm like, well, I'm going to be on the paddleboard, so I'm going to freeze my ass off. Thanks for asking.
That's why all our coxswains in
If I was in the water, I wouldn't be so cold.
Yeah, I mean, our coxswains used to wear survival suits because if they go in, they get saved first, but they're also the ones not moving for an hour and a half. And they're just doing this and talking to us. They're doing more than that, but they're steering a boat. Okay, lovely. Looks like we've concluded part A. Lovely. We have Bulgarian. I say Bulgarian or just good old-fashioned split squats. So if you don't want to lift your leg, you want to reduce the balance demands and increase weight, or just don't want to balance today, because who doesn't want to do it? That's fine. Rotation here is just meant to load or internally rotate the hip you're squatting on. So internal rotation is me rotating my belly button this way towards my knee. External rotation is away or having my hip open. Okay. So if this rotating your belly button towards your big toe loads this and not that, let's just not do it. That's okay. It's a pretty nuanced thing. If you can do it and you feel like you can load this lateral glute, right? Let's do it. Okay. So if we're talking about this in a supported position, so that's my foot,
Oh,
right? You're going to go down. I'm going to just rotate the hip, right? My hip is rotating this way, right? And you're gonna feel it there and there, okay? If you don't feel it there, it's all in the knee, let's just good old fashioned squat. That's okay. Weight in hand, weight in hand. You're doing 5 per side. You're gonna lift the back leg. Great. Let's lift the back leg. And you can do that right by taking your couch, this guy, right? This one, right here, here, carrying your weights. However, this makes sense for you. Your push-ups. We have 8 push-ups. If you need to modify the volume, difficulty, up or down, do so. If you don't know how, or you want suggestions, let me know. Okay? When you're ready, my friends, let's come to standing position. Grab a weight of your choice. And let's do 5 split squats. Rotation optional. Okay. If you're going to try rotation, try with your foot down first, so you're more stable. Rotation with the split, the Bulgarian variation is a little more challenging. If you have questions about any of that, please let me know. And you're rotating your belly button, not your shoulder. The shoulder will follow belly button. Your belly button, right? The middle of your body, torso, is dictating. Yeah, good.
Yeah. My foot is not happy with any of that. So we're just gonna do regular squats.
Yeah, and that's gonna increase demands on the foot. Yeah, so that's okay. If we need to just 2-footed squat. I'll say this much. If you tend to collapse the knee and internally rotate, maybe we're externally rotating. Okay, so you still want the knee, hip, knee, ankle nice and lined up. Okay, so that's still going to be our general rule of thumb. And when I say pain-free on movements, I mean, if we have a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I'm going to die, or I want to die because it's hard, we want like a 4 or less.
And we're doing 5 sets of these?
5 sets. And you may rest, a well-deserved rest after your push-ups, right? Because it's squat, push-up, rest. Squat, push-up, rest. And then repeat that for a total of 5 sets. If you have the option or opportunity to add weight and it feels like a good idea, excellent. If that's a bad idea, don't. Okay. Go and start with the squat first, Megan, then start the rotate. You don't have to like rotate and squat if the 2 things at the same time is your brain melts. It's okay. It's round. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Good job. There you go. How are the push-ups for your feet, Maxine?
Oh,
You're fine?
fine.
Okay. It's just the single-footed balancing bit.
Yeah. And the twisting.
Yes, the rotation also adds, right? Just increases demand
Yeah.
overall. So I would say the knee is the biggest joint, but if you're having some obviously difficulty with other parts of your body, it's okay to modify. Carrie, are you in a different spot? You just give me a thumbs up. Like, or you're just at home. Oh, a different spot. Okay. this is nothing personal, but I feel like you wouldn't pick that bedspread. Let me put it that way.
I'm going with guest room.
Fair enough. Yeah. Guest room. That's fair. I wish I had a guest room. I mean, I guess we do have a
You
guest
have a guest room. It's the
room.
Lambert suite.
It's a guest room in that it is an additional room. I don't know if it's not an adult guest room. It feels like you went back a couple of decades. Um, and you have a bunch of strange men staring at you from posters.
Yeah. All of the best effeminate men staring at you.
Well, yes, except for Blink-182, but I had a moment and I liked them and they weren't weirdos yet. So I'm going to give myself a pass on that. Um, but when it's Orlando Bloom and Keanu Reeves, it's not so bad. Specifically as Legolas and what's his face in the Matrix. So, you know. And Kieran Moss, more importantly. I know.
Okay, one more set. Hot dang,
Nice job, y'all. And it's okay. Like I said, it's okay to rest. And in fact, I would, if you're someone who needs to be told a rest interval, I want a minute of rest between sets. I can't count 60 those 1 minute rests, but at least 1 minute of rest. Yeah, dancing is fine, just not weightlifting. Yeah, you can do anything but weightlift or push up. Nice, Arisa.
I lost count.
That's all right.
I think I have one more.
I think so. So actually, this is a really good point. And I actually want to bring
so
up
you definitely have one more, sweetie pie.
Yeah, that's I think it's hey, look, trust your count. If you think you're done, it's okay to be done. Yeah, shall we? But if
Yeah, it's like one more or two more. I don't know.
I think one, Maxine. I don't think you have two.
I think that's right.
I don't think you have two. I can't count past three, but I'm fairly sure you only have one more.
I was taking rests today, just for the record.
I know, I noticed. And more importantly, not shit talking people while doing it. Now you do.
Oh,
I
I'm
feel like
shit talking. I can shit talk.
I know. You poke fun. Shit talking is not true. You poke fun, but not in a bad way. Nice work.
I can't believe it, but I shit talk myself the most, and I'm working on it. Okay. Okay.
I think honestly, we all do.
We all do.
Yep. We're more likely to speak poorly to ourselves than we are to other people. Unless you're
He knows he's awesome.
Okay.
Now I'm teasing people. You got me doing it.
but there's like, yeah, there's teasing and there's being mean, right? And there's a fine line, right? Like for some people, teasing is a love language, and for some people it's just not being kind.
Okay.
I want to stay on the love language side of the barrier. Okay, my friends. So we have 12. Okay, we're doing this 4 times as opposed to 3. Okay. 12 Romanian deadlifts. If you don't want to add load, maybe we just do a good morning. Okay, just a nice stretch back half of the body, 2-footed. Right, so we're gonna stay on 2 feet now. If you're carrying a weight, you can have one in each hand. If it's a little lighter, you can have one total. It's a little heavier. But what I'm looking for is explicitly not touching the ground unless you're flexible enough. Right? Nikki Brown's gonna say hello with a sprinkly bag. I'll say hello. That's his hand. Okay. Bye. See you later. Have fun. Get to work safely, please. Or swim. Swimming? I don't know. He has a lot of bags. Okay, so we have this. So standing up, I have a weight between, I'm gonna carry 1, not 2. Weights between my feet. I'm standing up tall. Okay. My hips move behind me. And I come back up. What I am not doing is forward folding. Okay. So if you're flexible enough to touch your toes, you may or may not feel that hamstring activate, and that's okay. If you want to do a good morning instead, you'd be doing like you'd do standing, but the hips move back. Same idea, right? So you do that in a standing position. So weight or no weight on that. Followed by 10 plank rows or shoulder taps. So you're going to row your dumbbells or dumbbell. If you have one, that's fine. You can alternate. So if you have two, right, it's going to be here, nice wide stance with the feet, right? 1, 2. As I'm pushing down with 1, I'm rotating my hip towards the floor. If that's too much, maybe we're just doing shoulder tap. 1, 2, 3. And then finally, sideline clamshells. We have a side position, okay? I'm gonna press down, hit forward towards the camera, and then back. Okay? Keeping my shoulder joint stacked over my elbow. Okay? When you're ready, go ahead and get started. Nice. With the shoulder taps, not the slower the better, the more controlled the better. Yeah. Good. If you're carrying 2 weights, this is more of a suggestion, Joseph, don't worry about it. You can carry them by your sides, like this. Yeah. So.
Oh, I already did 2, so I have to swap between this one and the next one.
Yeah, that's really fine. And actually what you're doing now is fine. The sumo stance is okay. You're just gonna get a little more. Actually, you're gonna activate the same thing. As long as your knees still feel stable, both positions are fine. I think those are a matter of preference. Okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah, if you have a band for those clamshells, that's great. If you don't, I think that's fine.
I have banded on my PT, so
Yeah.
I think that was a
Yeah.
good addition.
Well, and perfect. If you have the bands, excellent. If you don't, that's okay. Sometimes we'll put a band around their knees for the sideline clamshell bit, but okay if you don't. It's like a mini band.
Bands make great stocking stuffers, just saying.
I think chocolate makes a good stocking stuffer.
I'm just saying I'm cheap, but bands are
Like,
a worthwhile investment, as are pull-up bands, like pull-up assist bands, even if you're not doing pull-ups.
let's have a soft.
My PT had me get a set, and I travel with half and leave half here, so.
Let's go less. So make less kind of bending the spine when it's bending the knees. Soften your knee, send your hips behind you. Yeah, that's it. Keep the chest up still. So you're gonna think about extending. Yeah, there you go. 6 in the back. Good. And it's okay for not getting as low, right? It's like I said, touching the floor is not necessarily the intention of the Romanian deadlift. And with a kettlebell, it's really tempting to try because we all want to touch something.
No.
If you need to put yoga blocks or something to kind of buffer that distance, that's also great. No, I think the pull-up bands are great. I just think it's like one year, Nikki, he said it, but I think he meant it. He bought me a Theragun, and I was like, I don't really want to use it. So guess who used it?
No, I meant if you want them.
No, of course, but like he bought it under the guise of, I think he genuinely meant to buy it for me, but I was like, I'm not interested in it. And I use it sometimes.
You can't get, like buying your partner a vacuum cleaner or whatever.
He tried to buy me a deep freezer, and I was like, don't you dare buy that for my birthday. I don't want it. Buy it for yourself. Don't care.
But if you want them, they're a good thing to put on your.
Totally. I mean, look, but don't put it under the guise I bought this for you. That's a no. That's just a mutual expense.
I have chain wax and like the wax thing and Silka Lube on my Christmas list because it's the kind of thing I use all the time. And I'm always like, oh, it's expensive every time I go buy it during the year. So I was like, I'm putting these on the list.
No, that's
Maybe
great. Actually, I haven't used Silka yet. Yet. I need to go through the chain lube I'm on first before I go buy more.
I don't use their cleaner, but I use their chain stripper and their wax for the pots. The other thing that I love from them is it's going to sound stupid because I was using cut up hangers for holding the chain to dip, but they have a little thing that is like industrial cable that it's $8. I would buy it all over again. Best $8 for chain waxing I've spent.
I feel like I don't know if you're interested in that, Joseph, but that might be something worth the
I
industrial.
already have the whole. Someone bought me one of my wedding gifts was the
Oh,
whole
amazing.
system.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah. See, I don't have the whole system, and I think their system is nice and neat and compact. I don't because I have the cheapo thrift store, or actually it was a Black Friday sale last year, mini crock pot that I used.
Yeah.
But the one thing that felt really janky was the transfer of chain. Okay, how many sets of these do we have?
4 total.
Excellent. Last one, best one.
I just got my gravel bike back, and so I need to, from being, actually, it's not the bike itself. No, the bike itself too. Anyway, I needed to put my next bike in line to get tuned up. One bike at a time. It's weird when things are clean and they work. Shifting is easier. It's funny how that works.
So good. So good.
I've gone so used to poor shifting and I was like, oh, this is what it's normally like. And I was like, that's not what it's normally like. It's not normal. Got it. And this is why you find a good mechanic.
Or you learn from Joseph.
There are certain things I will do on my bike and certain things I won't do because I can't afford the mistake that I'm more likely to make. So
Correct.
that's when a professional does it and they make the mistake and they cover their ass and do it again or they fix it.
DI2 cabling or any kind of internal cabling, I turn over. I would say I'm super proud of myself because Phoebe borrowed my gravel bike and somehow because she loaded it into the back of her car and doesn't have a whatchamacallit, the shifter brake lever got pushed down and in, and so it was like I was reaching for this one. It wasn't dangerous, but it was uncomfortable. It wasn't in my position. And I was like, oh my God, how do I fix this? I'm gonna have to take it to the bike shop. Turns out you pull those rubber things, you don't even have to take them off, you just pull the hoods off, and there's a giant ass screw, which you loosen a little, slide into place, and tighten. It was the easiest fix. So my point being, there are a lot of things that, yes, maybe you should turn over, but also there's a lot of things where a little exploration and then deciding if you feel comfortable can yield some great results in learning. This is my thing. Like I was afraid to take my chain off for 2 years because I was like, how will I get it back on? What if I'm at a race and I can't get it back on? And now I am a chain removing fool. Oh, that looks a little dirty. Let's strip and we wax it just for fun on a Saturday afternoon.
I just send it to the bike shop because I don't want to do that part. I also don't bleed my own brakes because I don't want to put dot fluid.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do brakes.
No.
And you don't have you're doing yours in your living room, so I think it's fair that, or dining room, so it's fair that things that could be messy
and like mildly toxic. I'm like, I really don't want to. I
don't think I'd bleed my brakes. I think that one is one that is just. I also get funky about rotors, mostly because what I've discovered is that's a lot of eyeballing, and I sometimes think I overdo it.
I feel like I start to make things up when I'm messing with my rotors. I start to like see things.
Yeah.
Like I start to make problems.
So just being quiet, so I'm guessing he thinks rotors are the pair, but
I was just told that like the straight mount like brake pad, the rotors or the brake pads or whatever. Can't think of the words of them. It came from mountain biking and was adopted by road biking. Road
Yeah.
and the mechanics like they're just a pain in the ass. Like they just wiggle a little bit, the mount wiggles, and then your rotor's off, and you have to tighten it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm I'm not nuts. He's like, no. I was like, great, excellent. I
They're
feel
still way better than floating rim brakes, if you ask me. Whoever invented floating rim brakes should be shot. The felt, my old felt TT bike had the rim brake in the back was designed to float so that if it got off, it could adjust itself. But no, what it would do is you'd go over a big old bump in the road and then it would move and then it would rub. Oh.
yeah. That seems like
What
you're
what I
overconfident.
spent trying to get those brakes fixed, I could have bought a new bike. And then I did.
That's fair.
Joseph is doing his last set.
That is correct. I think
He
it was
must have done,
just-
he must have done 5 because I was yapping and I still did my 4.
It's okay. It's very I would say that this sideline pose is very pinup. It's very like it's very just like
You said it. I was just thinking like, I'm glad Joseph is cut out.
it's not a bad thing. It just like it just looks I was like I'm like, oh yeah, fair enough. Um excellent. We have some extra time.
Wow, we were so efficient. Look at us. Woo. You know what
Yes.
that is? That's time for a second coffee.
That is time. Well, I mean, there's always time for a second coffee. Um, all joking aside, thank you for showing up today. I'm glad. I hope you're well. I plan on being here on the 20 whatever, 23rd? Question mark?
Next week. Yep.
Yeah. So I plan on being here. So if you want to join for a chat or just to, if you're with family and you need to not be with your family and you need to do something by yourself, for yourself, join us. Even if it's just sit there and not be with your family, okay? We love them, and sometimes it's called personal space. There
It's
can
also
be,
called, it's also called putting on your own oxygen mask first.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like you need to show up for them, but you have to show up for yourself too, right? Whether it's just like emotional space from people too. So, I'll be here. If not, I wish you the best of the holidays, whatever you celebrate, and I hope to see you next week or the 29th or whatever that is, right before the new year.
30th.
Okay.
Tuesday the 30th. Yes.
Yes. So I'll be here, but I'm not going anywhere. So if you're available,